And welcome everybody to another great episode of the Bailey Pod. Today, before I bring my special guest out today, I just want to pay respects and give my gratitude for those who have supported the Bailey podcast for the last 3 weeks. I'm going to continue to deliver great content to those who listen, those who follow. Please go follow, go like. But again, I just want to pay my respects to those who have actually supported the show over the last few weeks, and hopefully we can continue this thing moving and keep it growing. Remember to go to and click the bell to be able to accept all the new content that we'll deliver, over the weeks as we deliver this great content of the Bailey Pod. Again, I just want to express my gratitude to those who have actually supported me these last few weeks and continue to support me. Definitely means a lot. Without further ado, let's just get right into the show. I got a special one today, folks, a really special one. This kid's a treat to watch. He's a Hononegah football player. He's been on the varsity level now for 3 years, and he's really doing some big things in the Nick 10. Without further ado, I'm just going to go ahead and welcome my man, Isaiah Huey. Isaiah, welcome to the show, man.
Thank you. I'm glad to be on here.
Good, man. Good to see you. Hey, let's dive into this thing, man. You guys are hot right now. You guys are a hot commodity in the Nick 10 and throughout the state actually as well. Tell me a little bit about these last 3 weeks, man. I mean, you guys have really, really pulverized some teams over the last few weeks. How have you guys been able to go out and just do that and be able to really sustain it? I mean, in week 1, you put up great numbers. Week 2, you came out and did the same thing. And then week 3, you came out and you did it again. Yeah. Speak to that.
So it's just, I think it all starts back in the summer, just doing those summer workouts with the team. We had a lot of guys show up, which was really good. A lot of starters came, even some underclassmen came, and it really just started there as just getting closer, growing the relationships with each other as teammates, even with the coaches, and then just, working hard there as well. We were in the weight room every day, outside every day, running through plays, and it just it carried forward throughout the year. And it's showing this year. Obviously, we were working really hard, and we're super motivated, especially how last year went. So we're really excited for this year, and we're coming out ready to play.
Yeah, I think a lot of people did expect you guys to, do what you're doing, make this noise that you guys are making in the conference. And, you guys are the talk of the conference, man, right now. I mean, you're top 2 sharing that first place with Boylan High School. Again, I've seen a couple of games. You guys have played a couple of games, and I've seen really some really good progression, particularly with the offense over the last few weeks. Speak to what's your offense doing this year that you didn't actually see last year?
I think just the new guys that came in, the juniors, they're definitely playing really well. Cole Schmall came in at the wide receiver position, has been balling out all year, and I knew that once I saw him in practice, how he was doing. He's super smart at the position. He works hard. He's working outside of practice. He's getting training done. And then in practice, he's a great player to be with. Be on my side. He's like I said, he's smart at the position. And he's just another target that Cole can throw to that can really, really put some pressure on other defenses. And I think going back to Cole, his confidence has gone up, I feel like, significantly from last year. He's got more of a swagger to him, which is really good. And we're having a lot of fun this year. I think that's helping a lot. Even everybody else, the juniors that even are on the sidelines are playing. They're getting work done in practice. They're giving us great looks in practice, and we're working hard every day. And it's really translating to how it is on the field.
Yeah, you just spoke about something here, and I'm just going to actually, just highlight it just a little bit further in detail. I mean, you guys really exploited Harlem at home. I saw some really good things that you guys did offensively, but talk about your team morale here for a second, because you guys are winning, you're 3-0, but I see a lot of excitement on your sideline from your players, from your quarterback, from yourself. I mean, is that all due to the winning culture that's over there at Hononegah?
I think that's part of it. I think a lot of it is just, everyone on the team just loves playing football. We love being around each other, practicing every day. And we have a really good relationship. A lot of us played football together when we were younger. I came in the program when I first played football my first year, and then I went somewhere else until my freshman year. I came back here and played, and I remember playing the Roscoe team, and Luke Poppy was on the team, Grayson Motter was on the team, and I remember playing all these guys when I was younger, and then finally being able to play with them, and just seeing them grow up. It's been really fun. We have that relationship with each other, that connection. We're always hanging out outside of football, and we're growing together. I think that's a big part of it. So yeah.
So what's the progression been like from week 1 to 2 to 3 and then going into this week? How has practice been this week? And then talk a little bit about the progression from week 1 to where you guys are at now.
Yeah, so we try to take every week the same. We don't take any team differently than any other team. We work hard every week, each day. So there's really no difference in how we practice. But we come in Mondays, we watch film, we lift. Tuesdays and Wednesdays are our work days. That's when we're going hard. We're installing plays, we're hitting, and then Thursdays back to the film, lifting again, getting ready for the game on Friday. And just kind of getting that repetition. It's kind of like muscle memory now. And then Saturdays we come in to the school early in the morning, roll out, get some more lifting in, watch some more film, and we would just repeat that process every week.
So let's talk about the progression from 1 to 2 to 3. What have you really seen that stood out to where you say, "Wow, we're pretty damn good"?
I would say just how we've been performing each week, seeing what we can actually do against other teams. It kind of just like our first week, we obviously had that confidence that we were going to beat Jefferson. Last year, the game against Jefferson wasn't really what we wanted. And then this year we knew, we talked about it before the game that we can't, start out slow. We got to start out fast, put some points on the board fast. And we did that. We've been doing that all year. So seeing that after the first week, it kind of just got our confidence up into the second week, having that same mentality. And then going against a great defense with Harlem, a great team in general, and being able to put that many points up and allow that much less of points. It really just shows what we can do. And then just like I said, that confidence and being those teams like that, we keep taking that with us, carrying that with us.
You guys have more playmakers this year, it seems like, on offense. I know you were one of the premier playmakers on offense, and I think you're still one of the premier playmakers, but it looks like there's some
I can't hear again. Can you repeat that? I'm sorry.
We got a little technical difficulty, folks. Can you clear on me now? Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry about that. I said, talk a little bit about some of the other playmakers that you have besides you on offense, and what do those playmakers mean to you, and how does that allow you, really freeing you up and maybe giving you some one-on-one matches that you may not usually get?
Yeah. Obviously having Cole back at quarterback, him being on the varsity level for 3 years really helps our offense. He's a great person in general, even better quarterback. So having him back there leading the offense is really, really great for us. And then having our running game in Eston and Luke, it's really great to have. It takes a lot of load off of Cole, off of the receivers. Eston's the kind of guy that can make you miss. He can outrun you. And you got Luke, who has a spectacular vision. He's not the kind of guy to outrun you, but he'll get 4 to 5 yards of carry, which is exactly what we need out of him. And then you add Grayson Motter. He's a guy that's really hard to bring down. I feel like no one wants to tackle him. And then you talk about Cole Schmall as well. He's a great receiver. I feel like as a defense playing against us, you're gonna have to double team either me or him, and either way, it's going to leave one of us open, and that's gonna hurt a defense really bad. And then even having guys like Joe Melcher and Caven who are sneaky, not a lot of teams are going to really pay attention to them as much as they would with other guys on our team, but they can do just as much damage as anybody else. So I think we're super dynamic. We have playmakers everywhere, and then our line being able to give Cole some time, block for our running backs. Our offense is just, I don't really know how to stop it.
Right.
I wouldn't know how to stop it.
Right. So you just alluded to how powerful your offense is. How is it? Let's spotlight the quarterback here for a second. I mean, he's in his second year as a starter. I definitely see the maturation from his first year on the varsity level to now. What do you see? I mean, how has he matured in your eyes, and how is he important to you guys' success trying to make this run to win the conference?
Yeah, I would say just him becoming smarter as a quarterback. He's reading the defenses a lot better this year. He's becoming more intelligent with his reads. Obviously, he's communicating more with the wide receivers, the line. We'll run plays, and we might not like something that we see in practice, and we change it up on the spot. So it's just really the confidence that he has to do that, and just as the wide receivers as well. We're making plays for him. He can rely on us. So I feel like that takes some pressure off of him. And
Right.
then the line giving him a lot of time to make plays. And just also, I feel like our defense helps him a lot. He can rely on our defense, and even our special teams will get him good field position on special teams and defense. And I just feel like we make it a lot easier for him. But he's
Sure.
been doing a great job as well. So
The running game. I know you guys have Poppy at running back this year. I've seen him play a few times, and I really like him. I think he's got some skills. How important is it for you guys to be able to, number one, first establish the running game, and then open up that dynamic pass game that you guys have that you're actually part of?
yeah, I think it's super important. Just mixing up the plays. Having different ways to attack a defense. Hitting the flats, hitting the seams, going deep. Running between the guards and the tackles, even outside, and then having the RPOs with whether it's our running back getting the ball, Cole pulling it, or one of the slots getting the ball. So I think our offense is really dynamic. We have a lot of ways to attack defenses and go against them and put up some points.
How much better is that offense this year compared to last year's offense?
I think it's significantly better.
Okay.
In every way. I think we've obviously progressed from last year. The starters that are back this year have, and the juniors coming up have really done a great job.
Let's pivot here for a second, Isaiah.
All right.
You guys defensively, you guys have only given up 27 points in the last 3 weeks. You're one of the top defenses in the actual Nick 10.
Mm-hmm.
You shut down. You guys. Well, I won't even. I'll say shut down, but you guys shut down Muhammad from Harlem. We know what type of player he is.
Yeah.
He's special. He's dynamic. He's flashy. He's a kid that can go from 0 to 60. He can do it all. How were you guys able to really come out and slow a back of his caliber down?
We just how we prepared for it. We watched a lot of film. Obviously, I know we only got to see one game from him this year before we played them, but we had film from last year. We remember what he did. I think the biggest thing was just trying to slow him down as much as we could. We know he's the fastest guy in the Nick 10. One of the fastest guys in the Nick 10. So just trying to slow him down, make him stop and cut, and then just rally to him. I think our defensive line played amazing. They made him slow down. Our linebackers came up and hit. Our DBs came up and hit as well. I think just the bad thing about that was letting up that passing touchdown. But our plan was to have somebody other than Jamani beat us, and that's what we did. So,
do you feel like your defense is a better defense this year compared to last year?
Yeah, I think like I said about the offense, having the juniors that played last year come up that are seniors now, the experience that they had, it boosts their confidence as well. And then the juniors that have come up and stepped up, Caven at corner has done a really good job. And then obviously me and Will at safety having the experience last year. Will's gotten a lot more confident, and he's putting the work this summer as well. And then Kevin having his experience, he's gotten confident as well at the DB position. And then Kurt Smith has been playing phenomenal as our linebacker. I could say so much about him, but he's really one of the leaders of our defense as a junior, which is amazing. And then Luke Poppy has been playing great at outside linebacker. He's doing it both ways for us, which is awesome. And then you have guys on our line like Andre, who's a beast, Gabe Cole, Mike, and then even the junior Owen Bach just stepping up after injury of our other guy who would have been starting, which really just shows kind of how our team is, just having the next man up mindset, and always being ready to play. So that was really huge for us, and I think just the fact that we put so much work in during the off season, we want to make sure that it pays off. So
Sure. That makes all the sense in the world. So defensively, I mean, you guys have you guys got a great linebacker core. You guys have some good DBs back there in the secondary. That front four, I mean, again, the games that I saw, that front four really put a lot of duress on the quarterback. I mean, speak to that a little bit. I mean, who's on that front line?
Yeah, so you got Andre Pilgrim, who is a beast. I mean, even last year, his transformation from last year to this year was amazing. He put in a lot of work. He was staying after practice, working on line drills, working on swiping the hands, getting off blocks. Him and Gabe Cole, which is really big. They've obviously been in the weight room, and Big Mike, who just plugs up the middle. He's a great run stopper, and he's sneaky fast. Really, he can get off blocks really well. And then Owen Block, who he gets off the line really fast. And he's super aggressive kid. He loves hitting, which is that's what you want in a DN. So it's a really special group that we have right there. And then even at the linebacker position, it's just like another set of guys who will come up and make plays. So it's really helped our DBs out for sure.
I'm going to pivot here real quick. There was an article in the paper that came out. I think it was a few days ago, and I believe the header said he's good at everything, and the writer was actually talking about you. Mm-hmm. I know you're special. You play on both sides of the ball. In my estimation, you're probably one of the best two-way players in the state that we have in the state of Illinois. How do you do it? What are some of the things that you need to do during the week to be able to get yourself to be able to go out there and be ready for your teammates to play at that high clip that you need to play at every Friday night in order to be ready?
Yeah. So yeah, obviously I think, just staying hydrated through the week obviously helps. I've been playing both sides all my life, so I've kind of gotten used to it. And in the games, I don't feel tired. It kind of just, I don't know what it is, but I can play the whole game and not be tired. I don't like getting taken out the game either, so I try to make sure that doesn't happen. I love being on the field at all times. But obviously, I put in a lot of work during the off season to make sure that I can prepare myself and prepare my body for this type of work every Friday. And I'm confident in myself that I can do that. So I try to be on the field as much as I can.
What's the morale been like this week? I know you guys are getting ready for Freeport. What's that morale been like this week? Is there been a drop? Has there been a lift? Or is it pretty much stagnant? What have you seen this week from your teammates?
Really just the same thing every week. Keeping our energy high, not taking any game less than any other. Going out there and playing it like we're playing the best team in the league. So we're not taking anything away from Freeport at all. We're gonna play our best guys at the start, play the best that we can, and hopefully we'll come out with a win. Obviously, but really nothing's really changed in practice. We're still working hard, doing the same things. So
sure. What if there was one key area that you would say that's probably one area that we need to really get better at in the next couple of weeks before we go play somebody with a better record than we've seen in the last couple of weeks? What area would that be?
Yeah, I think obviously I think everywhere on the field you can obviously improve. there's always something small that you can improve. But I think the biggest thing would probably be special teams right now. That's held us back this year, for sure. Against Harlem, we had the blocked punt, I guess you could say, which gave them great field position for a score. Against Jefferson, the same thing. They scored on a fumbled punt, and if you take that away, we shut out both of those teams. And then with Guilford, our special teams actually played really good that day. It was our defense that gave up some points. So I think just those little things, our defense shouldn't happen, obviously. But it's just little things that we got to fix: alignment, positioning, just reading, doing the right reads. So I think just those two are the biggest things.
Sure. I'm looking at the schedule here. I mean, obviously, we just mentioned Freeport. You guys go east week 5, Boylan week 6, Belvedere North week 7, Belvedere week 8, Auburn week 9. I'm gonna skip down the schedule here. I'm gonna go to week 6. I don't know if you guys have started to really think about that game yet, but I'm sure you have. You are human.
Yeah.
Have the guys been kind of in a way talking about like that Boylan week? I mean, because it's a rivalry and it's always a great game. It's always a great fight. Probably, in my estimation, one of the best rivalries in Northern Illinois for sure. Talk about that a little bit. You don't have to elaborate too long, but just give me a little bit about, have some guys been saying anything about that game that's going to occur in the next 2 weeks? I'm just curious.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, obviously the coaches, they tell us take it week by week, obviously, and which we do take it week by week, but we obviously talk about the Boiling game. That's what we look forward to every year. We know it's going to be a dog.
Why do you look forward to that game? What is it? What is it about that game to where your game goes up 5 or 6 notches? What is it?
It's going to be a dogfight every time. That Boylan's a great program. I feel like both of us are the best programs in the Nick 10. And it's always fun to play them. I played with some of those guys over there as well when I was younger. We played basketball together, football together, baseball together. So just having that relationship with them as well. Kind of being friends outside of football, but when it comes to game time, we're going after each other.
Right.
So it's obviously a fun rivalry. It's always a great game too. It's exciting. Most of the areas at that game, it's always packed. So it's a great environment as well.
You just alluded to, everybody in the area is going to be at that game. And I had your coach on a few weeks ago, and we talked a little bit about how much the actual Hononegah fans mean to the program.
Mm-hmm.
How much how much do they mean to the program? I mean, you guys have a great fan base, probably one of the best fan bases in the state. Do you guys, do they motivate you guys when you guys are out there playing, or is it like you got earphones in your ear and you don't hear the crowd?
No, they definitely motivate us. Walking out to the field, getting ready to take the field, we see everybody in the stands, everybody on the sidelines, just packing up the stadium, and it's awesome to see under the lights. It gets your nerves going, gets you excited. The butterflies start flowing. So it's always a good thing to see that, and just a lot of the support that we get is really awesome from our student section as well as the families up there. They're always loud. So I think it really helps us too. Just get our energy up during the game, especially in a close game. I feel like it brings, it steps our game up a lot as well.
So you had I'm gonna go ahead and pivot again here real quick. So you had a camp that you went to, I believe, this summer at Northern Iowa, and they offered you a scholarship on the spot. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yeah.
I want to congratulations on that offer and that commitment that you've made to that great program, really great program. The Panthers have always have been a good program, particularly in the last decade or so. What does that mean to you? What does that mean to your family? I mean, I think probably one of your dreams was to become a Division I ball player, and now you're going to be living out that dream. What does that mean to you?
It means a lot. Obviously, like you said, it was a dream of mine since I was young. I would always, I started playing football when I was 3 years old. I'd always have a football in my hand. Watching watching football every day when I wake up, on Sundays with my family, watching college football. And then obviously, the work that I put in to get to this point, it's really paid off. My family's obviously proud of me. It's a really great feeling to know that, I kind of did what I wanted to do, but, there's still a lot of work to do. I can't get complacent. There's that next level that I'm trying to get to. So, it's really just the start. And I'm really excited. I'm really grateful for the moment as well. I was really excited about Northern Iowa at that camp. I got to work with their DB coach, Coach Brookins, and it was great. I really enjoyed working with him, their head coach as well. So I was really excited to make my decision, and I'm really glad I did. So
good, man. Again, congratulations. That's huge, man.
thank you.
Let's again, man. You have really done some really good things over the last 3 years. I mean, again, you played, you started playing varsity as a sophomore, and you were a starter at defensive back. I don't know how many people really know that. You were an impact player your sophomore year. You were an impact player your junior year. What do you want to finish on your senior year at Hononegah? How do you want to go out?
I want to make a state run. Really, that we talk about that every day. We see, where we stack up against the teams in 7A. We see where we stack up against the teams, ranked in the state altogether. We're really excited about our group. And I kind of just, I kind of compare it to our group my sophomore year, getting to the third round. And I think they're really close, really similar teams. So I'm really excited to see how far we go. I think we can really make a good run this year if we stay playing the way that we do. But yeah, I think the biggest thing right now is making a state run. I feel like everybody feels the same way.
Making that state run. Yeah, man. Good luck to you guys, man. I tell you, I think you guys are definitely one of the better teams, definitely in the conference. And, I think you guys have what it takes to, make a good push in the actual state playoffs when that time comes. But hey, man, I just want to say again, man, thanks for your time. Really means a lot for you to be a part of the Bailey Pod. I'll have you on again if you want to come on ever.
Sure, yeah.
Again, this weekend, man, you look the rest of the way. I'll see you in 2 weeks.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right. Isaiah Heui, everybody. Appreciate you, man.